Big O! It's showtime!
This is the Tempest Universe, man. Hold on to your ass. You're in for a hell of a ride.
The views expressed on this podcast are based on a satirical and at times comical view of the subject matter. So don't get your panties in a wad. Live long and prosper, fuckers. Let's get the show started.
That's right, let's get the Tempest Universe started. Today is Monday, June the 14th, and for the love of Pete, it is so damn hot in Texas. It is horrific. It's horrible. I mean, the temperature is like 96, but it feels like, thanks to the blasted humidity, it's over 106. We are not meant to live under these conditions. We're human. We're not alien. We're not greys. We're not reptilian. This is maddening. And on top of that, it's a Monday, so you know it's a horrible fucking day. And to be miserable and hot and sweating everywhere you sit it's intolerable. I need a vacation. I need to go somewhere where I can just sit in water like a dolphin or something. Just sit there and just be cool. Be cool. Probably come out with cancer on my forehead because of that, but still, at least I'll be cool, relaxed, in the nice clear blue water, enjoying a margarita or two. Jeez Louise, god dang it. So anyway, by the way, thank you to Chrissy Newton again for joining us. As you know, she's a co-host of Alt Pop Repeat, along with Marie. They're both on there. And, you know, and again, Marie, if you're out there, I apologize. But I figured you guys be in here like Batgirl and Robinette to take on the Tempest Universe. But we will get you guys back on here. We're not even playing. This is a crazy-ass topic. And you know, you guys already heard. You heard Chrissy is all over it. She's doing all kind of things after, shortly after their first appearance on the podcast where I proclaimed that something was going on. We're not going to bring that up anymore. We're just going to let it be. We're going to let it be. As I proclaimed on another topic, we are in the middle of the UAP report going to Congress. From all the alphabet soups and every other, Department of Defense, Department of Inability to Protect, those guys. Department of what the hell are you doing with all the tax money? That really is where my argument is right now, in part thanks to Elizondo, to be honest. Because he makes great points. He makes great points, and that's where I'm stuck at right now. If you follow me on Instagram or on Twitter, you would know that that's where I'm at. Either our intelligence community is so fucking stupid that they're not even watching. They're busy on their phones too, tweeting and sending Facebook messages to each other, naked photos. They're missing everything. They're missing everything that's going on over our heads. And this is not a new argument for me. I've been talking about this since the UFO Buster Radio days. Somebody needs to be concerned. Well, now all of a sudden, somebody is concerned, but they got a whole bag full of bullshit is what they got. We don't even know yet. Let's be honest. This is all based on rumors, because some fucker couldn't keep his mouth shut. There you go. Who cares about top secret? Nobody cares about that. Really? Like, you're supposed to wait till the fucker who ordered the report gets to at least look at it before you talk shit to the media about it. What a dickhead you are. Whoever you are. And we really should find out who it is so we can throw rocks at them or something. Or dildos. which they probably wouldn't enjoy both. They probably would just get in position for that. Anyway, so that's what we got in the news for today. We got stories about this damn report, more people chiming in on it. Some people that, honestly, I wouldn't think would have, and some oldie but goodies that I've been wondering where the hell they were. Two people in particular. We'll talk about this article because they've been approached, and they might as well be, right? Because everyone that has made news in the past, whether you're for UFOs and aliens or if you're against the whole thing, and you were public about it, yeah, so we should approach your ass. You should be ready. You should be ready. Get the KY out, because we're going to come after you to get some answers. Not me, myself, because, I don't do that. I barely have interviews here. People really don't like the Tempest Universe, just like UFO Buster Radio, because I'm too much of a wild guy. I'm just out of control, out of hand. But it is what it is. I can't help myself. I'm going to born, lived, and die the same way. But it is what it is, and that's why some of you are here. By the way, I got great data now. All of a sudden, the podcast host is giving me data down to the city of where listeners are coming in from. And it is so humbling to know that there's so many people out there all over the world. Like, literally, there's someone in Antarctica. I mean, what the fuck? What are you doing? You're going to fuck up your career. Stop listening to this podcast. It's all going to be over. They're going to take you out and dump you somewhere in off the ice somewhere on one of those polar caps or some shit is coming off, and they'll never see you again. Or if you're lucky, they'll dump you off in Argentina, and you'll get some beef and Malbec, and you'll be good to go. Probably a better situation anyway. But everywhere, South Africa, in the middle of Africa, I'm just blown away, to be honest. And I'm posting social media some of the places that I see. Once in a while at random, I'll post on here some of the cities that are listening to the podcast. It's amazing. And I appreciate every one of those listens because, shit, somebody's got to listen to the podcast besides me. Anyway, we've got stuff to talk about. I'm going to play a little bit of extra music at the end of the podcast, by surprise, because I get into that DJ mode, if you will, and play stupid music that nobody likes, but fuck it. I mean, I pay for the hosting service. Might also play the music, right? Besides that, before we get started on these 4 articles, and actually 2 of these are 2 shitter articles. As you know, we have a shitter rating on this podcast when it comes to the article. So you will probably take 2 shitter visits while you're at your job, taking those fake breaks. 2 of these, actually the last 2, will be 2 shitter visits. Just plan tomorrow correctly and make sure you get these articles finished when you read them, because it will take 2 shitter visits. Lastly, I've been talking to Ronnie Dawson, the now superstar Ronnie Dawson, who's back from the Laughlin UFO MegaCon. And let me tell you, if you thought that you enjoyed Ronnie's stories before, have mercy. His experience is amazing. And I'm really happy that Ronnie Dawson was able to finally get into this whole UFO conference type of mode. And his experiences were great. He has shared experiences with people. He's met a lot of people that you guys listen to and watch on documentaries and had a good time with them. And listen, all the best to Ronnie Dawson. He's not able to be here this week. He's got a prior engagement, something he's got to take care of. But as soon as he's done with that, he's going to come on the podcast and relive this memory with us of the great wild times in Laughlin, Nevada. It's going to be great, man. It was funny because I was talking to folks and I was like, damn, I wish I could have gone with Ronnie before I even heard all the stories that he said. Now I'm just mad as hell. Fuck. I don't get to do any fun stuff around here. Anyway, as usual, here's the first song of the night. And then we'll get into the old Pentagon nonsense.
Say lullabies. Everlasting darksome days, bright nights, and wearing the stain you made on me, and I wait, and I wait, and I wait, and I wait for the bright nights to lead my way through the maze.
We are the Borg. Lower your shields and surrender your ships. We will add your biological and technological distinctiveness to our own. Your culture will adapt to service us. Resistance is futile.
By the way, if you don't know yet, you follow the podcast and you want to get in there live with the Asgardians, you got to get on to Spreaker.com, search for the Tempest Universe or the Dark Horde Network. You'll find, UFO Buster Radio, the Dark Horde, which for fuck's sake, I haven't had an episode of that in like 2 months now. But I'm going to get to it, I promise you. And the Tempest Universe. But you'll be able to get the notification to be, how was it, Bush said it, to be notificated. You'll be notificated that I'm on live. And you get to come into the chat. And you get to hang out with the likes of Green Man, sadly enough, Dre, and, from down under, we got Dave, Gamevit, and the list goes on and on. As a matter of fact, if you get to hang out with Gamevit, he's had some wild-ass UFO sightings himself that you can watch on YouTube. So, get the connection going. Come on here and chat. I don't go in there too much anymore because it gets just a little bit too wild in there. So you guys already know some jackass decided to talk to the Times, right? Somebody tried to talk to these guys and give them the heads up, the New York Times, and tell them, hey, you UFO fuckers who are looking for the truth are fucked. You're gonna have to go back and take out all your old ass tapes of X-Files to find some damn aliens because it's not gonna be in this report. This way ahead of when the damn report, we still got 10 days, what the fuck is it, 11 days, the 25th, before this so-called light version of the report comes out. This version is for public consumption, the one we're supposed to see. So it is very likely that you will not see redactions from what I'm reading. They just decided to make a version that does not have all the secret shit in it because we're tired. We're tired of all the redaction. We're tired of trying to read in between the lines and try to freaking run all kind of programs on it to see if we can read, through the darkness of the Sharpie. But that's what we're waiting for, right? So here you have over 120 incidents that were apparently nowhere. It's sad. It is so sad. The Department of Defense had released a statement, just talking about the report, right? And why they're down with it. Why they got the cojones to go forward with it and not try to fight back. The rumor is they did. The safety of our personnel and the security of our operations are paramount concern. If they were, you'd know what the fuck you're dealing with. How can you not know? Department of Defense. What the fuck are you defending if you're not defending the shit in the air? I'm just saying, let me just stop for a second. Let's continue with the statement. The Department of Defense and the military departments take any incursions by unauthorized aircraft into our training ranges or designated airspace very seriously and examine each report. When? After someone tells you need to report on it? This is the shit that you're getting. Listen, this is really bad because you can see the peanuts in it because they just ate a lot of freaking nuts. Well, let me continue. This includes examinations of incursions that are initially reported as UAP when the observer cannot immediately identify what he or she is observing. Yeah, we are observing UAPs. But these reports are not coming from Joe Bob, Joe Blow, Joe Biden. They're coming from people who are members of the military who you would think had some experience in identifying certain aircraft. Who even some of them may have been around at one time or another secret aircraft. Certain kind of drones with certain abilities during conflict in the Middle East or any time after that. But yet, not a single one could identify what the fuck they were seeing. But they pulled out their cell phones and they took videos. And we have videos from all kind of shit. But yet, we've got no answers. Hell, we don't even know who the hell it is. How sad is that? How sad is that? The one thing that I like about this article, and actually there's another article that we're going to cover today, is that it includes folks that are known to talk shit about UFOs. Like they make it their business to debunk. This guy is like a super debunker. Mick West. Literally, Mick West will do all kind of stuff in order to debunk a UFO sighting. He gives no fucks. 0 fucks does he give for ufology. Even he, in this article, states that despite his work in trying to debunk claims of UFOs, he maintains that reportings and sightings of mysterious aircraft stalking military assets should be taken quite seriously. And let me tell you, Big West has also been out there since this report is supposed to be so-called published, and he himself is saying that he's analyzed some of the videos from the military personnel, the Navy videos, and said that it's airplanes, that this is human technology. But even he says, you guys in the government, stop fucking around. There's just no way you don't know. How can you not know? How can you not know? Anyway, June 25th, 11 days from now, we're looking for the answers. And according to the New York Times, because of their senior official disclosing some of the content, they're basically, what we're going to see in 11 days is that there is no link between UFOs, UAPs, and aliens. Hell, there's not even a link between anyone else in the damn world, but they clearly say it's not the United States. Who the fuck is there? Who else is left? Can somebody tell me what other superpower would be doing that? Who else? I firmly believe Wakanda is real. I believe that somewhere on one of these continents there is a real Wakanda in which these UAPs are being made. And eventually the Black Panther will come out. And he will tell us. This is where these UAPs come from. It's not alien technology, no. We had a meteor that came down in our country and we became technological marvels. Okay, we don't like you jokers. So we stay quiet in our part of the country, part of the world, and don't like hanging out with you guys. We don't like playing nice with you because you don't. I don't know. All jokes aside, this whole fucking report makes no sense. But the inability for them to actually say anything positive or remotely giving us the ability to close the door definitively on what the hell this is may just be a bonus for everyone because we continue to talk shit about it. You know, guys can continue to go out to conferences and sell more fucking books. People go continue to get probed and join more groups. The world continues. Okay, we'll see if Congress has the cojones to step forward and say enough is enough. Though it is very doubtful, to be honest. There's more to this article linked in the description. Check it out. It is from Scientific American, of all the outlets out there that would be talking about UFOs. This one has been on it for quite a while. So check it out and see what else Mick West had to say about this, the madness.
Make no mistakes about it. I don't want you. Can see it clear without it. I don't need you. Blackened out, I see the light shining through the darkest night. True love waits as we go, burning down the line. Don't wanna talk about it. I'm not with you. No second thoughts about it. I saw this through. Blackened out, I see the light shining through the darkest night. True love waits as we go, burning down the line. Desperate healing of this world. All I dream goes unheard. Blackened out, I see the light shining through the darkest night. True love waits as we go, burning down the line.
You guys remember back in the day? Well, actually, it's still happening now, right? It's not like we forgot all about it, but the breakthrough Starshot project, and it was put together by good old Yuri Milner, the rich ass dude, and also Mark Zuckerberg was part of that, and the late great super brain Stephen Hawking. What an amazing guy that was. Towards the end of his time on planet Earth, the brain, Stephen Hawking, said, hey, you guys should stop fucking looking for aliens. You guys should quit. You have no idea what the hell would go wrong if indeed we happen to come across some badass motherfuckers from space who would give no fucks about you little hairless apes. I mean, he didn't say it in that way, but you got the gist of it. He was against it. We shouldn't be looking for alien life because they will come here and they will kick our asses, take our planet, enslave us or something like that. I don't know. This article in the New York Post talks about another physicist who stepped forward and wrote this long-ass freaking op-ed on the Washington Post that says, stop fucking around. Stop. No, don't do it. Stop looking for trouble. Leave E.T. alone. Physicist Mark Buchanan, he wrote this. And he says, listen, chances are that we should really be happy. We should be fucking happy as hell that we do not come across with E.T. Don't send them a postcard. Don't Uber them anything. Don't send them a Prime package. Because it could be extremely dangerous for humanity. Now let's take a step back. You know, we had a little issue for the last 2 years with something called coronavirus. We've talked about on the podcast how there are countries that are sending these autonomous vehicles to other asteroids and the moon and Mars to pick up shit and bring it back. But then we have other stories that tell us that folks like NASA they could never ever truly say 100% that they've cleaned their vehicles so fucking well, spick and span with the bald guy. Thanks, Bugs. That no microbial life from our planet makes it over to another planet. So, what does that tell us? That we could be facing a Columbus situation. The entire fucking planet. We could be inviting folks, ETs, reptilians, Gralians, whatever you want to call them, I don't know. Whatever your favorite ET is, a cat lady if you can. You know, and some cat lady shows up on our planet with her whole tribe of kitties. And this cat lady and her kitty friends are really bad at using the cat litter. And they bring all the space kitty germs over here and they kill us off. Just like that. Buchanan says attempting to communicate with extraterrestrials, if they do exist, could be extremely dangerous. We need to figure out whether it's wise or safe and how to handle such attempts in an organized manner. The thing is, Mr. Buchanan, physicist, that nobody gives any fucks about that. Really, nobody cares whether or not an ET shows up and they're full of hatred or carrying a whole bunch of diseases that could kill us. Can you imagine one wayward fart from an alien could kill off an entire country? But that really is what we're dealing with. We don't know. We have no clue. But we look for ET. We want him to show up. We want him to heal us. Just look at the reptilian man. You know who I'm talking about, Stephen Greer. I mean, he's got Demi Lovato up there doing CE5, bringing aliens down, healing people. But still, what happens when we invite the wrong alien? What happens if during this, let's say one of these CE5 events, a whole fucking armada comes down, and these are some of the nastiest fuckers in the entire universe? What do we do then? We could barely handle coronaviruses. We could barely handle old COVID-19. 6 feet away, fuckers. Could you imagine if an alien germ decides to take us out? 6 feet might not be enough. Probably not even wearing a mask. You need a bodysuit. It is crazy. But he's not alone. Because experts, like I said, the experts are chiming in on this. Search for extraterrestrial intelligence SETI. One of their astronomers is kind of saying the same thing. Joe Gertz. He says he fears the attempts at communicating with aliens could trigger the reckless endangerment of all mankind. That's great. Why the fuck is he working for SETI? That's what I want to know. Don't you think that it's possible that if you're searching for alien activity somewhere, that they might pick up on that and come down and visit you, Mr. Gertz? It's possible that your search might trigger a response. So even the folks that are looking for aliens are saying, no, this is a inherently bad idea. We need to first figure out what we're doing and how to do it. And if our history has anything to say about it, we suck. We're just never prepared for anything. We literally could lose all of mankind in one fucking visit. Let's be clear about that. It is true. And this is probably why Stephen Greer kept on talking about, people being kind of conditioned to be afraid of alien contact. But the thing is, it's not bullshit. It's a real situation. We have no idea what kind of germs they're carrying or badass attitude. So we have to be careful. Stephen, what are your thoughts on it? Is it really happy-go-lucky gumdrops and jelly beans and, little gray rainbow ponies? Or do we really need to protect ourselves? Are we really in danger of inviting something that we literally have no protection against, and we don't even have to put up a fight because those nasty little fuckers are going to show up here with their dirty anuses and kill us off? I'm just saying, it's a possibility. Complete possibility. The article, it is in the description. This is still a one-shitter article. The next two are your two-shitter visits to the unscheduled break on your porcelain employer-provided throne. So get ready for those, because it's coming.
Danger, Will Robinson. Danger.
Next article, again, more experts of the past are coming forward because, damn, this is what they've been waiting for. This is from NBCnews.com, the politics section, if you can believe that shit. Truth embargo, UFOs are suddenly all the talk in Washington. When you hear the words truth embargo together in one fucking sentence, next to each other, there's only one person they're talking about. There's just one guy that uses that word like we say on the podcast, the word shit. That's Stephen Bassett. Stephen Bassett, finally somebody caught up with him. I asked about 2 weeks ago, where the hell is Stephen Bassett? Why is he not, chiming in on this? This is his shit. Stephen Bassett has spent his whole friggin' career trying to get government to talk about UFOs. And, it's all about the truth embargo. And guess what? It's over. Well, no, it's not. But this article by NBC, they put together Stephen Bassett, John Podesta, Mick West is in here again. Like Mick West is making the damn rounds. Stephen Bassett's thing was, you just can't say shit. You will not say shit. You will not hear shit when it comes to UFOs in government. They're keeping us in the dark. Well, Stephen, unfortunately, this report is not going to wet your whistle or make your tallywhacker go on alert, because you're not going to get any info out of this. So the blue pill it is. There's another extensive little quote in here by Mick West, our debunker extraordinaire. He says basically, if you look at the level of public interest, then I think it becomes important to actually look into these things. No shit, Mick. That's what you've been doing. That's exactly what Mick West does. Now he's saying the government should do the same thing. So, what can you do? He says right now there is a lot of suspicion that the government is hiding evidence of UFOs, which is quite understandable because this is a wall of secrecy. It leads to suspicion and distrust of the government, which, as we've seen before, can be quite dangerous. And yeah, no shit Sherlock there, Mick. Thank you for joining this article. I appreciate it. Caleb Scharf. He's an astronomer that runs the Astrobiology Center at Columbia U. What's up? What's up, Caleb? Homie? He says that you step back and look at the larger context of how we've learned stuff about the nature of reality. Some of it does come from studying things that might seem ridiculous or unbelievable. See, his parents did good. They really did. I mean, they named him Caleb. Okay. We're not going to hold it against them. But Caleb Scharf is right. UFOs can be kind of fucking ridiculous, right? It can seem like they're completely out of sync with reality. But they need to be researched. We need answers. 2021, we should know a lot more than what we do. Instead, we go decade after decade with mystery and complete disbelief. So much so that according to a Gallup poll, 1/3 of Americans think they have seen or been visited by an alien craft. How the fuck is that possible? 1/3 of Americans visited by an alien craft. Where the fuck have I been? Why am I stuck in the 2/3? That's the first question I have. Why am I stuck in the 2/3 of people that haven't been visited? This is just fucking crazy. Completely nuts, I think. But that's not a shitty little amount. That's a hell of a lot of fucking people that say they've seen this. But the government ignores it. At least they ignore it to our faces, to the public. But we know that decade after decade, they have been researching, they have been looking, and still have no answers. So you, as an experiencer, should feel confident in the fact that you have no idea what the fuck you went through, because nobody does. Nobody with all the technology and all the money in the entire country can figure out what you went through, so you are not alone. I wish I could sing like Michael Jackson, because I sing that for you right now. Another famous political person that turned the tide of ufology in favor of To the Stars Academy, John Podesta. If you remember him, back in the day while he was trying to get Hillary Clinton into office, and the Russians, Mother Russia, was able to hack his email because he used the word password for his password. It just makes you wonder. He says he's calling on Joe Biden, Sleepy Joe. Joe Biden, I call on you to bring the powers of the universe and establish a new dedicated office in the White House, in the Office of Science and Technology, to help get the issue out of the shadows of the military and the intelligence community. Well, John, it appears that everyone in the intelligence community, they also set their password as password, because someone's been going in and deleting all the data because they have no fucking clue what's going on. It really is a sad thing when you think about it, that the intelligence community is in the dark. Now, what the fuck have they been doing? Well, have they been going to CE5 with Lovato and the rest of the gang? Is that what's going on? They spend their time watching Greer? Or the History Channel? That's where they get all their info, like all of us? It makes no sense. Who are they watching? What happened to the spy game, man? I thought the spy game, in between the superpowers was crazy. It was lit. Like they were like killing each other off in the spy game with the nuclear radioactivity, and now what? Some fucker out there is using energy weapons to kill off people. Yeah, that are part of the United States and other countries. Directed energy weapons. What the fuck is going on? But yeah, we have no idea. That's probably why we have no idea what the hell's going on with UFO and aliens. Is because we're too busy trying to kill each other off. That might be at the core of all of this. Podesta went on to tell Politico it was kind of a career ending to basically even talk about the subject that was clearly switched, and it's a good thing now. I don't think so. I don't think it's that good yet, Podesta. Not yet. Stephen Bassett goes on to add that this is basically the end of the truth embargo. It's coming. It's on the way now. But the thing is that for the truth embargo to end, they've got to be telling you some fucking truth. There is no truth in what we're hearing. So I don't know how he ended the truth embargo just like that. Like, man, pull up your big girl panties. It's not the red panty night yet. You're not going to be walking around getting the civilatory laid there. No, Stephen, that's not going to happen. Put away the blue pill. Not going down. You have not won the truth embargo. You literally just had a piece of paper stuffed up your anus that says it's still going on. And now you won't even get to be able to take a shit either. I'm sorry, this is the Crown Royal talking. But no, let's be honest. The truth embargo is still going on. Just because they tell you there's nothing there, they can't explain it, doesn't mean that they're not keeping it from you. Let's just be clear about that. And you guys at the Paradigm Research Group, wake up. It's not over yet. Not by the least. Lastly, we have here, because Bassett continues to talk about it, and this is true, what he says, that this is the most profound event in human history. And now he also says it's about to take place. No, it hasn't taken place yet. I think, to be honest, if we look at this whole situation with this report, we've got maybe a decade or two ahead of us. We'll be on fucking Mars before we know about ET. I'm just saying. And that's even if we get to Mars or the moon. Because the next article is going to explain to us, the regular Joe Blows of the planet, that billionaires make the world go round and they can stop it as well. That's a true story.
All I ever wanted was you, but you left me alone inside these empty, broken walls. And I can't see it clearly, but it's obvious. I know that you left me alone inside this empty, broken hall. And now you'll be the reason why my soul is tainted. Somebody help me, 'cause I'm feeling trapped and I don't know what to do. There's no one to save me from this hurt I feel deep within my bones. Did you ever think of me and see the things I did? Sold my soul and everything, I was to the lowest bid. Crawled into your poison dome, yet every single time you got into my mind, you got into my mind. But all I ever wanted was you, but you left me alone inside these empty, broken walls. And I can't see it clearly, but it's obvious. I know that you left me alone inside this empty, broken hall. And now you'll be the reason why my soul is tainted. So how can I fix this? 'Cause I need to stop the aching in my head. My heart is breaking. Yeah, I'm tired of being stuck in the past. Did you ever think of me and see the things I did? Sold my soul and everything, I was to the lowest bid. Crawled into your poison dome, yet every single time you got into my mind, you got into my mind. But all I ever wanted was you, but you left me alone inside these empty, broken walls. And I can't see it clearly, but it's obvious. I know that you left me alone inside this empty, broken hall. And now you'll be the reason why my soul is tainted. The reason why my soul is tainted. You're the reason why my soul is tainted. You're the reason why my soul is tainted. You're the reason why my soul is tainted.
Get down. 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 Get down or I'll put you down. Get out. Get out. Get out. Get out. Hasta la vista, baby.
This next article kind of tells you why people just have too much goddamn money in their hands. I mean, really, there should be a cap on how much money you can have. You know, and I'm not being a dickhead about it. Like, you should stop at 1 billion. Anything after 1 billion, you charge it to the game and give it to the poor people. Because after that, what the fuck are you gonna do with, 1 billion and one? What can you buy with $1 billion that's gonna make you any more fucking happier or sadder for some of them, because they're dickheads sometimes. The Senate just advanced the the beef between SpaceX and Blue Origin. For fuck's sake, ladies and gentlemen, we know, we were there live watching it on fucking YouTube, how the Blue Origin was fucking up. They were. Some of you might be Blue Origin fans because you love your Prime deliveries. Great. But we know SpaceX was outdoing them. They really were. We know Elon doesn't stop. He just keeps going. Blow one fucker up. Let's go. Let's get another one up there. Let's get going. Apparently, Blue Origin, Jeff Bezos, by the way, the caricature that's on the image for this episode is pretty funny. I enjoy it. But he's kind of scary in a lot of his real pictures, so I decided to just get a fucking cartoon and put it up there. He's kind of like Mark Zuckerberg. You know, Mark Zuckerberg looks like Data from Star Trek. Jeff looks, I don't know, kind of like that the buzzard from the Bugs Bunny cartoons. Anyway, so apparently at one point, Jeff Bezos and Blue Origin and this other company that was trying to get the contract to land fuckers on the moon by 2024, that was awarded to SpaceX. The contract was awarded to SpaceX by NASA. Bam. Congress came back and said, oh, we got to cut some shit. You're only going to get $2.9 billion in order to give to SpaceX to get this moonshot done. Let's get the fuckers back to the moon. 2024, that's what we're doing. Well, Blue Origin and Dynetics, which were two of the companies that lost the bid, the contract to make it, to get their ships on this program, right? Be part of Artemis, to go to the moon, they got pissy about it. They got completely pissy about it, so they decided to get together with the Government Accountability Office and say, hey, no. I'm just Bezos, and I'm here with this other fucker here who I'm going to buy out one day, Dynetics. And I'm telling you no. Well, I'm going to sue. I'm going to sue. Take you guys to court. This is not fair. SpaceX should not have this contract. And I'm going to put you in litigation until we figure this shit out. In the meantime, there was a, last Wednesday, one of the firms that Blue Origin has out there to kind of fuck around with senators, they suggested a new law. The law itself has a humongous amount of science and technology designed mostly to compete with China when it comes to, you know, science, especially the space race. But this bill also has an amendment that would allow NASA to spend up to $10 billion on the moon lander program. Now keep in mind, I just said that $2.9 billion was already awarded to SpaceX, which old Buzzardhead has decided he didn't like that. So him and his cronies was able to get through to some senators in order to put in the bill a $10 billion, you know, save Bezos amendment so that he can get on the moon lander program. How fucking crazy is this? Like, literally, Bezos is mad as hell. And you heard last week or the week before that he plans to step down from Amazon in order to focus on Blue Origin. This is completely nuts. $2.9 billion that SpaceX got was to get the first of two missions to the moon by 2024. But unfortunately, right now, with the way that things are going, these funds could be tied up until August of this year, which means that the moon landing by 2024 may not even fucking happen. Because Jeff Bezos and Blue Origin are trying to bully their way into the Artemis moon program. They want their shitty little ass moon lander on the moon. This is the crazy shit we deal with. Let me just say this. It's a $10 billion amendment. Jeff Bezos is worth $193 billion. Why don't you stop being a crybaby and take that shit out of your pocket and pay for your own moon lander? I mean, this is the kind of guy that probably used to complain that he was getting bad grades in red ink on his papers. This is what we're dealing with. It is completely nuts. Now, I'm not the only one that thinks this is fucking ridiculous. That this guy is fighting over a $10 billion dollar amendment when he has 10 times as much, 20 times as much in his stinking little wallet. Bernie Sanders, from his lawn chair, he's mad about it. He's like, fuck Jeff Bezos and the rest of you fucking billionaires. He says there's no way that I'm going to sign off on a multi-billion dollar Bezos bailout. That's exactly what he called it, the Bezos bailout. He says delete the whole thing. Take the whole fucking amendment, shove it up your ass. I'm not going to approve this. He says he's got a serious problem with authorizing $10 billion for somebody who is one of the wealthiest people in the country. And he voted against it. Well, thank goodness for that. Him and his freaking oven mitts and his lawn chair did the right thing. Get him the fuck out of here. But he's not the only one. Republican Senator Rand Paul from Kentucky, he said, cry me a river. He says, I'm not going to do the Bezos bailout. He said, Jeff Bezos lost out on his space contract, so now the Senate inserts a Bezos bailout provision for $10 billion for his space company? Get the fuck out of here. I'm voting no. Listen, the truth is the guy has enough fucking money to do his own shit to get to the moon. Why the fuck does he need $10 billion just so that he can get up there? And even then, understandable, so does Musk. Musk has enough money, I believe it's like about $150 billion in order to pay for shit out of his pocket. But the issue is that the contract was won by SpaceX, not Blue Origin. So let's get over it, Bezos. Grow some hair, fucker. I'm living for real. Spend about $1 billion on that. Can you tell I'm a little upset about this? I mean, it's just crazy. I mean, the guy has a shitload of money and he's crying. Constantly crying about things. And no, your people won. Your people won getting the amendment in there, but you lost. You lost because when the space race was hot, your people were not. Blue Origin blew it. That's all I got to say about that. What do you guys think? Do you really think that we should do the Bezos bailout and just to throw $10 billion at him so that he could probably just fail the fucking get? And it turns out that the first flight into low orbit, he's going to be on it. There is no doubt that he's dedicated to this thing, especially after giving up his seat as the leader of Amazon. But still, get it together, man. Put your money where your mouth is. If you really believe in what Blue Origin can do, just do the shit yourself. Like a damn condor, bull-headed condor. You fly like a bird. Do it yourself. Stop fucking around. This is the end of the news stories for today. I've got to run down and get some Cavassier. But in the meantime, I'm going to play 2 songs just to end the podcast because I'm the DJ everybody hates. But if you like the podcast, please follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Join the podcast wherever you listen to crazy-ass podcasts like this. And I'll be back on Wednesday to find out about some more craziness. Something that'll make you go, as you spend your time during your unscheduled break on the shitter. Ciao.
Sunny day, right there you took my breath away. Young and pretty, was it just a dream? The next day you called me up, you told me I'm your little buttercup. You came over and you fell into my arms. Well, I know what I feel. Please tell me your love is real. You make me smile when I think of you. If I am down or when I am blue, I can't get enough. You make me happy, I feel so fine. Oh, how I wish that you were mine. I can't
thought of you. A long blonde hair and your beautiful smile. Your sense of humor makes it all worthwhile. Don't make me wait, it's not a funny game. You know just what I feel. Please tell me our love is real. You make me smile when I think of you. If I am down or when I am blue, I can't get enough. You make me happy, I feel so fine. Oh, how I wish that you were mine. I can't get enough. Hopeless lover, a hopeless lover. Hopeless lover. You make me smile when I think of you. If I am down or when I am blue, and I can't get enough. Can't get enough. I can't get enough. I can't get enough. You make me smile when I think of you. If I am down or when I am blue, I can't get enough. You make me happy, I feel so fine. Oh, how I wish that you were mine. I can't get enough. Hopeless lover, hopeless lover, hopeless lover. And that's what I am. You make me happy, I feel so fine. Oh, how I wish this girl were mine. And I can't get enough. A hopeless lover.
Don't fucking scream at me. Where's you dumb fuck you? Look at you with your fucking 48% body fat.
I don't give a damn. I don't really care about you and your problems. I don't give a damn. You talk way too much. I have heard enough about you and your problems. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. Damn, damn. I don't give a damn. Damn, damn. I don't give a damn. Damn, damn. I don't give a damn. You wanna be, you wanna be, you wanna be with me. You wanna feel something real, but I'm feeling differently. You're making plans to get to friends, but don't wanna face the fact that I ain't got time, I ain't got time, I ain't got time for that. Staying up late, sleeping all day, dreaming about Cadillacs. Buying new shoes, hanging by the pool, sipping on Coke and Jack. Calling my phone when you feel alone, but I'll never call you back. 'Cause I ain't got time, I ain't got time, I ain't got time for that. I don't give a damn, I don't really care about you and your problems. I don't give a damn. You talk way too much. I have heard enough about you and your problems. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. Damn, 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 damn. You're mad at me for not giving you comfort. You say that I'm away so much and now you don't feel the way you felt when we were younger. But that's okay for me, 'cause I don't give a damn. I don't really care about you and your problems. I don't give a damn. You talk way too much. I have heard enough about you and your problems. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. Damn, damn. I don't give a damn. Damn, damn. I don't give a damn. Damn, damn. I don't give a
Ugh.